Hey guys, welcome back to Civil Learning Online. And guys, in the previous video we have studied about the different types of truss bridges, and we have also seen the how to draw the influence line diagram for the upper chord member. And today in this lecture I will be discussing about how to draw the influence line diagram for the lower chord member, vertical member and a diagonal member. So guys, if you haven't liked the video, then do like the video, and without any further delay, let's get started. So these are the things which we have studied in the previous lecture, and today we will be studying the how to draw the influence line diagram for the lower chord member. And guys, I would like to tell you that the lower chord member are of tensile nature, and the influence line diagram for the lower chord member are drawn downward. So let us first draw the straight line, and then we will calculate the influence line, draw the influence line diagram for the lower chord member L1 L2, similarly L2 L3 L4 L3 L4. And we do not need to draw the influence line diagram for these L4 L5 L5 L6 L6 L7, because the reason is the same which I have discussed in the previous video, that the truss is symmetrical from the vertical member U4 L4. So the value for the influence line diagram for this member will be similar to this member, similar to this member. And so we need to first calculate the influence line diagram for the L1 L2, and again the concept will be similar, that how we draw the influence line diagram for the bending moment. So without any delay, let us draw a straight line and calculate the influence line diagram for the member L1 L2. So guys, if we discuss about the influence line diagram for the lower chord member L1 L2, then for L1 L2, see here guys, our span L1 L2 is starting from this node L1, and in this case our A is going to be 0 and B is this whole span. So if we find the product A times B by whole span and this multiplied by height, then it is going to be 0 because our A is already 0. So the influence line diagram for the member L1 and L2 is simply a straight line. We do not need to draw any triangle because it is 0. And you know the reason that our A is 0 here. Similarly, moving toward the influence line diagram for the L2 L3. Again, see here, our L2 is starting from this node L2. So in this case our A will be L1 L2 and B will be from this L2 and this whole portion, right side of this node L2. And again here A is our 4 meter and B is going to be 20 meter. So drawing the influence line diagram for L2, we need to draw a dotted line and our lower chord member is tensile, so its influence line diagram will be drawn below this line. So we have here, now join this, and time to calculate the height of this influence line diagram, and its height is going to be equal to A times B, means 4 times 20 divided by whole span times height. Again we will get 4 5 by 6, 5 by 6. And now guys, if we draw the influence line diagram for the L3 and L4, then L3 is starting from the node L3 here. If you have a look here, then what we need to do is we have to draw a dotted line from L3. Then on doing so, we will reach here, and after here join this. Now calculate the height of this influence line diagram. And how we can calculate the height? Again we will use the same concept, A times B by whole span multiplied by h. So here for L3 L4, our A is going to be from L1 to L3, means 4 plus 4 is going to be 8 multiplied by 16 divided by whole span multiplied by height, and from here we will get L3 L4 equals to 4 by 3. And guys, this was for the influence line diagram for the lower chord member up to L3 L4, and we do not need to calculate the influence line diagram for the lower chord member. Reason I have already mentioned while starting in the beginning of this video. Now let us move toward the influence line diagram for the vertical member, and then we will move toward the influence line diagram for the diagonal member. So I need to use a new page. So guys, here comes the influence line diagram for the vertical chord member, and the vertical chord member are U1 L1, U2 L2, U3 L3, U4 L4, and we will be drawing the influence line diagram for each chord member separately. So first let us move toward the influence line diagram for the U1 L1, and here we will for drawing the influence line diagram for the vertical chord member, we will be using the concept of the reaction at the supports, means VA. So for reaction, if you remember what we can do here, the maximum value of our influence line diagram was 1, and guys, the load carried by this vertical member is transferred at the node L2, so draw the dotted line at L2 like this. Now join the line here up to here only, and it will be joined here like this, and here it will be dotted. Okay. Now again we need to calculate the height. Then we will be using the concept which we have used for the calculating the reactions at the support. So here this value is 1, so we can calculate this value, means x upon the whole span, and our x is going to be 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, means 20 divided by whole span is our 24, because 0 is here and our triangle is increasing from L7 to L1. So while moving from here to here, our x value is going to be 20 meter divided by the whole span is 24 meter, because each span is of 4 meter, and there are 6 panels total. So from here we will get 5 by 6, and this is positive. This was for the vertical chord member U1 L1. Similarly, let us draw the influence line diagram for the U2 L2. So guys, while drawing the influence line diagram for the vertical member U2 L2, what happens after our load transfers from tensile to compressive? So while drawing this influence line diagram, it will be in both section, in upper portion also and in lower portion also. Here the lower portion is tensile, means our load will first transfer from tensile to compressive when the load moving on this truss move from left to right. So now join this, and here again it is going to be the portion of the reaction at the supports. This is also the portion of the triangle. Here the value is going to be unity, and here it is going to be unity. So we need to again use here x upon L, and the value of x is increasing from here to here. So and we need to take the span up to L3, and the span up to L3 is going to be 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, means 4 times 4 is going to be 16 upon whole span is 24. Similarly here the span is going to be 4 upon 24, which will be equals to 2 by 3 and 1 by 6. This is going to be negative and this is going to be positive. Now let us draw the influence line diagram for the vertical member U3 L3. So here I will be drawing the influence line diagram for the vertical member U3 L3, and again here will be again the same case. Our influence line diagram or the load will get converted from tensile to compressive. So the load transferred by the U3 L3 is at L4, so we need to draw this type of section. And for conversion of load, it will move from down to up. Again, we will be using the portion of the influence line diagram for the reaction at the supports. Now we can easily calculate the height of the influence line diagram, and it is going to be here 4 plus 4 means 8 upon 24, and here it is going to be 4 plus 4 plus 4 12 upon 24. So on solving this, we will get 1 by 2 and 1 by 3, and this was for the influence line diagram for the upward chord member. Similarly, if we draw the influence line diagram for the vertical member U4 L4, then it is going to be a simple straight line, because the load is not transferred by this upward chord member to any nodes. You can see here the load is transferred by U1 L1 to L2, U2 L2 to L3, U3 L3 to L4, but U4 L4 is not transferring the load to any of the section, so it is going to be simple straight line. So guys, here comes the ILD for diagonal member. And how we can draw this? See here. For drawing the influence line diagram for the diagonal member, we need to get one value. Suppose this is angle theta. The value of theta you will need to calculate, or it will be already provided in the question. This is our height. In the following question, the height was 4 meter, and we had each panel 4 meter. So this is also 4 meter. If we use the relation tan theta equals to P by B, we can easily calculate the value of theta. Now we need to calculate the value of cosec theta here. Let me show you the full step here. We can use theta equals to tan inverse P by B, and this is reference angle, so P is 4 meter and B is also 4 meter. So tan inverse 4 by 4 means tan inverse 1, so theta will be equals to 45 degree. Now we need to calculate the value of cosec theta, and cosec theta will be equals to H by P, means we need to get this value H, so H will be equals to root under this 4 square plus 4 square, because H is our hypotenuse, so 4 square plus 4 square divide by P, and P is again 4 meter. So from here we will get root under 2. Now here when I proceed with the solution of this numerical, then you will come to know the use of cosec theta in this for calculating the influence line diagram for the diagonal member here. So without any delay, let us first calculate the influence line diagram. Draw the influence line diagram for the diagonal member U1 L2. So guys, here you will see that the load transferred by the diagonal member U1 L2 will be at L2. So and again one thing more, influence line diagram for the diagonal member will be the part of reaction at the support. So the load is transferred at L2, so draw dotted line at L2 and join it up to here like this, and again join this, and then produce this. So here now we can easily calculate the value of this point, and it is going to be from here to here, because the value of x is increasing from L7 to L2. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 is going to be 20 by whole span is 24 means, and it is multiplied by cosec theta. Here in this case, while calculating the influence line diagram for the diagonal member, we need to multiply the height of influence line diagram with cosec theta, and we have already got the value of cosec theta equals to root under 2 for this question. In some other question there may be some other value, and I have provided I have shown you how to calculate. You will be able to calculate it easily. So multiply this by 5 by 6 root under 2. This is the influence line diagram for the diagonal member u1 l2. Similarly, if we draw the influence line diagram for the diagonal member u2 l3, so while drawing the influence line diagram for the diagonal member u2 l3, its value will change from compressive to tensile. In vertical member, tensile to compressive. In diagonal member, compressive to tensile. It means we need to draw the influence line diagram of this manner from upper portion to lower portion. Now join this. And now after joining, calculate the value. So here the value is going to be x from here to here is going to be 4/6, and multiply this by cosec theta. It is going to be 4/2/3 times root under 2. Similarly, the value here is going to be 1/6 times cosec theta. Nothing, x by l. This is x by l. So now if we draw the influence line diagram for the diagonal member u3 l4, u3 l4, let me show you in the diagram. We have calculated u1 l2, u2 l3, now u3 l4. Now again the value of load will change from compressive to tensile, so draw this, and finally calculate the height of influence line diagram. And for calculating the height of influence line diagram, again it is going to be 2/6 cosec theta, and this value is going to be 3/6 cosec theta. Again I have used here x upon l. When you do that, then you will come to know. So guys, this much was for the calculating the influence line diagram for the thorough type truss bridge. And now in the next lecture I will be coming with the new example based upon the deck type truss bridge. Till then, stay safe and take care of yourself. Do not forget to share this video with your friend, and if you are enjoying the lectures and influence line diagram, then do like and share the playlist with your friend, so that they will also understand these lectures. And see you in the next video.